the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And he's not going to didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gamecocks offense will get first crack at it today. He stopped at the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Hardy. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Sellers. Grab near the marker, it's Harbor. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him, he's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page, coming up with the big one.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But a great job in the base defense making a point.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Halted in the first down and more. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Auburn's offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Turning it on. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Dances away. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks are on the move. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Reed to the big fella. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that
one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his man. It's Thompson. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 7 over Florida. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback floating away from pressure. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a bit...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got... It up front at the point of attack.
They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And the Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here, things cooking here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running behind that left side. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's complete to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but If you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Fires to the tight end. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness.
There he goes. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Gamecocks are threatening on first and goal. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Sanders. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looks as if we have an injury on that. play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Snags it over the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And as the 1st half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains.
And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Auburn offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Caught over the middle. It's Howard. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
And you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
He'll pull it on the read. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Sanders. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Oh, this is a bad, bad shame. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. To throw, it's Sellers. Finds his tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Got his man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got his man down the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And quarterback, dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Gamecocks will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
31.
just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Makes the catch. It's Sanders. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sanders. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Trying play action. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Offense facing 4th down. Number 39 on to punt it away.
And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll move the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Sets up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man in the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and, man, he's been accurate throwing the ball.
Got it in the middle. It's Clark. Hey, you might see a shot play. Quick strike complete. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Second down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come upfield, and those situations where you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Here's a hit. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Rush is on him. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here. You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
This one's complete. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Sellers. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So here comes the Auburn offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
He's got it on the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, going up top. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Auburn sends out the punting unit. And they'll just down it right there.
Nice job. Had a little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is day to day.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the 1st down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset.